I am
Ordinary.
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 ordinary. Ordinary.
Ordinary.
Ordinary.
Ordinary.
Ordinary.
I had depression because I had some really bad friends who told me to self-harm and told me to kill myself. And since that was on a daily basis, it just affected me more and more over time until eventually I got to be depressed.
I had depression because I've been bullied a lot. I was bullied since kindergarten, and it really affected my mood and my social life. The girl would corner me in the locker room after swim sometimes. She would go after my sister at school, and she would just say really mean things to me, would start rumors, and she was just really mean to me and has been mean to me for most of my life. You should definitely tell somebody about your depression. It's nothing to be ashamed about. So you can search up like depression hotlines or just search up websites that can help you. And definitely seeing a therapist helped me because seeking help definitely helps, and you shouldn't be ashamed of it. So don't hide it, and definitely don't lie about having depression.
First of all, like I just said, don't hide it. Seriously, that's the worst thing you can do. If you have just a trusted friend or trusted adult that you can talk to, that's the best thing you can do on the path to getting better. And also, if you went through what I did, where you had negative friends who were really just not helping you through it.
Hi, I'm Marla Templer. I'm the nurse at Edgewood Middle School. Depression in general is a situation where a person has kind of a flat and depressed mood. They might have difficulty concentrating, difficulty sleeping, feeling of hopelessness or helplessness. And when you call it genetic depression, there is a gene, and about 40% of people who have parents, grandparents, siblings who have depression will also develop depression. They think that just because you have the gene does not mean that you will actually develop depression. They think there are environmental factors that play into that. Actually, there are quite a large number of really good medications. Most of them are called SSRIs. They're selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. You guys have probably heard them. They're Prozac, Zoloft, Wellbutrin. Lots of those are common names, and people use quite a bit of that. There are also some newer ones called SSNRIs that they both work on epinephrine and on serotonin.
My name is Brittany Coffin. I am a school social worker at Edgewood Middle School. So if a student suffers from depression, I think the most important thing in order to deal with those depressive symptoms is to get help, to be treated for depression. Oftentimes depression is treated through some sort of therapy. Often cognitive behavioral therapy would be one of many specific modes of therapy, and then medication. And with those two, research shows that depression, or the signs of depression, are most treated, or most successfully treated. Therapy for depression could be in school, out of school, it could be in a group format or an individual format, and the medication is, runs the gamut. There's a lot of medication that can treat different students based on their signs and symptoms and their needs. Signs and symptoms of depression for students would probably include their sense of mood or affect, so how they're feeling, right? That helplessness, that feeling of significant disparity or disconnection or hopelessness. Signs and symptoms also include probably concentration, their ability to concentrate in school, their ability to connect with friends or inability to connect with friends. They often don't feel like they want to go out or to do things, or they might say no a lot of the times, and friends have to continue to coerce them or beg them or ask them to come out and do something. Sometimes their friends might even give up on them and stop asking, because sometimes when you're so depressed or so in that state, it's hard to rally that energy and that excitement for doing something or going out with friends. I think a loss of energy, a loss of sleep, change in appetite or hunger. Sometimes it's more and sometimes it's less depending on the student. I think also grades is an indication of a student's inability to concentrate, whether it's their ability to engage in the class and or their follow through, so following up with homework or doing assignments and tasks outside of school. I think some other signs and symptoms might be like psychosomatic complaints. So someone might have a headache or a stomach ache or not feel well, and sometimes those physical pains or those physical symptoms are also contributing to that emotional state, that depressive state.